Industrially produced wood fiber insulation was introduced around 20 years ago after engineers from timber producing areas of Europe devised new ways of transforming timber waste from thinnings and factories into insulation boarding. Of all the insulation made from renewable raw materials, wood fiber insulation offers the best insulating performance. Its low thermal conductivity allows to effectively reduce the transfer of heat through walls, roofs, and floors, leading to energy savings and improved comfort in buildings. Stego is a German company that specializes in producing and distributing eco-friendly building materials. It is the world market leader in the production and sale of ecological wood fiber insulation material. Where does the wood chips used to produce the insulation boards come from? For products bound for the UK, all the wood is currently sourced and processed in Poland. From which species the wood chips and shavings come from? Pinus sylvestris and Pisces apis, which are both coniferous trees that have long straight fibers that are ideal for making high quality insulation. They are strong, durable and flexible, making them easy to work with and able to withstand handling and installation. This part of the video will focus on the manufacturing process of the wood fiber insulation, from the wood chips and shavings until the final product is ready. There are two different types of processes, the wet process and the dry process. The wet process. The collected chips are ground down into wood fiber pulp, being later on mixed with water. This mix is pumped into a forming box as a continuous fiber mat. Around half the water is removed through pressing and vacuum pumping. Finally, the board material is dried in the air dryer and the boards are cut to size and the edges miled. How does the wet manufacturing process impact the thermal conductivity and acoustic properties of the wood fiber insulation? The wet process creates a denser product which is better able to absorb sound. How is the density of wood fiber insulation controlled during the manufacturing process? The forming process is based on volume of material fed through the system and the compression of the material to the required thickness. Generally, the thinner the insulation, the denser it becomes. What environmental considerations are taken into account during the manufacturing of wood fiber insulation? We operate a closed-loop manufacturing system wherever possible. Waste material is reused within the manufacturing process. Wastewater is filtered, cleaned, and reused in order to reduce fresh water extraction. Now the dry process. The chips and shavings are retrieved as waste from other timber manufacturing processes. The fibers are sprayed with paraffin. The sprayed fibers are dried using warm air. The fibers are sprayed with polyethylene resin as a binder. The fiber mats are placed in a unit where the resin is cured and hardened through exposure to a mixture of air and water vapor. The dry process produces single-ply boards. How does the dry manufacturing process impact the thermal conductivity and acoustic properties of the wood fiber insulation? The dry process allows more air to be trapped in the insulation, so it has a higher lambda value. How has the manufacturing process of wood fiber insulation evolved over time and what advancements have been made in the industry? Manufacturing has changed from wet process old technology to dry process new technology. Dry process board is made fully homogeneously at lower density and hence meet better thermal performance levels with the same thickness than the wet process.